Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion. They have the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3. Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Corral's throw complete there to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Bowen. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities in it. Continue to find him here in the early going. I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. We'll get this up to about the 44. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeat.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts have moved out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Corral, 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down and 4. Corral. He gets it to Burks again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 3rd and 1, Corral. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down. Here's Corral. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Colts send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd down, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. That caught by Tremble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Corral on 2nd down. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They run the option on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
from back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake. Bowen finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Bowen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bowen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long. I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw on second down. Bowen. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing here, Corral. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he gets us up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The handoff to Ford up the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down, Bowen. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, Bowen. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bowen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now Corral. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, Corral. He's got the connection to Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Corral. He gets this one to Burks. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
An inside give to Jones. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out. A
Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman from 6 yards away. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Panthers 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Corral puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. He didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up inside the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some slack. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On second down, here's Corral. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Back to Taylor on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they will take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week.